Well, look at all the people in there that don't eat wrestlers. That was one of the best kept secrets ever.
We're here outside of SPW. Collectible Stampede presents Earl Hebner. How's it going, Earl?
Great. How you guys?
We're doing amazing. So we had the whole Sacramento, I guess, trio. You went to Barrio Toys. You're here at SPW. Saw Collectible Stampede. You went to Taqueria Guadalajara.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That trifecta.
Hey, I have to wear this hat. I ate $100 worth of food last night.
Exactly.
I got to get the guy some kind of advertisement back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we're here because you wrote a book. Let's hear you talk about that book that you wrote.
Well, like say roughly 27 years, people always ask me about the Bret Hart deal.
Yes.
Well, you do want to tell them, and you don't want to tell them. So now, if they really want to know, I got a book. Buy the book, and they'll tell you what you want to know.
Exactly. So I was going to ask you about that, but since we know it's in the book, I'm not going to ask you or bother you about it because we know you've been probably asked that every single day of your life since it happened. But there's one moment that it was early 2000s. Triple H was storyline, I guess, bullying you, and you fast pinned him against Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho wins the title.
Yeah.
SmackDown comes along, and then I remember they have a rematch on SmackDown. Triple H wins, so Chris Jericho never officially won the title. Do you remember that?
I remember the first match.
The first match.
The fast count.
See, I remember that, like.
Well, I'm good at fast count now.
But yeah, so that's what I remember.
Yeah, I mean, I've always been fascinated by wrestling, and I know you refs, you guys are part of the dance, part of the match in a way. Is there anything that, like, you can give us an insight on what it takes to be a referee in the business? Like, what do you need to know? What do you not need to do? I know for example, I know some refs in a certain promotion like AEW, they like to put themselves over. Do you think that's a good idea, bad idea?
No, I don't. I think it's bullshit. Right, in fact, they're not wrestlers. I don't know why they're selling back and forth, blah, blah, blah. And even WWE.
Yeah.
I mean, why they're there to count them 3, finish the match, and that's it.
Yep.
That's the end of it.
Yeah.
I do like that nowadays, or I guess before, you would at least know the ref's name. I know in WWE they kind of went away from even mentioning the ref's name.
Mm-hmm.
I do like how in AEW that their names are at least mentioned, but I do agree that they kind of take a little bit more of the show that they should over there. But I would like to at least know their name.
Well, look at NFL. They give you the name of the umpire.
Yeah,
Oh, you're right. No,
So, I mean, why down the referee?
see, but in basketball they do. In basketball.
Right, exactly. That's the thing now. Well, that might change now that Vince McMahon's not there no more.
yeah.
You know, it's a whole new world there.
Yeah,
Exactly. So you know what? So now that Vince is gone, I know you're not in the WWE Hall of Fame. Is that something that you see could happen in the future, near future? Now that he's quote unquote out of the picture.
Well, I don't know. You know, that's up to WWE. If they want to put a referee in the Hall of Fame, that's fine. But it won't be like, bless his heart, it won't be like Tim White. I won't be in and go in there. So if I'm going in there, I want to know I'm going in there. And if they don't want to pay the extra and put me in there while I'm alive, then forget it. I don't need it.
Yeah, that's what I always wanted, because you guys, like I said, you guys are part of the show. So I'm like, because you have the celebrity wing, right?
Right.
And I'm like, you guys should be putting at least the producers in there, or the referees, or some backstage personnel.
Well, look at all the people in there that don't even wrestlers. And they're in there. I mean, Muhammad Ali.
Yep.
He's going in there this year. You got
Drew Carey, I think he was in there.
Drew Carey. I mean, how many bumps does he ever take?
I don't.
Why
He eliminated himself from the Royal Rumble.
How many celebrities do you see in the NFL Hall of Fame?
None.
Major League Baseball? None. So,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Yeah, that's
False advertisement.
yeah. Then that's what a lot of I would say the IWC, the International Wrestling Community, they kind of dub the WWE Hall of Fame as the Mind of Fame, because in a way it's kind of like
It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. It's just like you're in the Hall of Fame, but I think they should actually have a Hall of Fame, like a physical one people can visit.
But just put wrestlers and people who are backstage, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I've never liked outsiders coming into the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Period.
Yes.
You know, I don't give a damn if you're the President of the United States, which Donald Trump is in there.
Oh, he is.
He shouldn't be in there. But the thing is, if you're not a wrestler, you're not a referee, you're not in the business, you don't
Yep.
belong in the Hall of Fame.
But I did want to talk to you about this. You mentioned earlier in your seminar that referees don't take bumps, but you actually had a match against another WCW referee,
Nick Patrick.
Nick Patrick. How did that go? Did Vince McMahon or did somebody tell you, hey, you're gonna have a match?
No, Vince McMahon come up with it. you know. But it was good for me. It was good for Nick. I mean,
Yeah.
It was played into the storyline.
To be honest, I did like the storyline. I like how you guys shared the locker room. You guys had a heated argument. He was the bad referee, the heel referee. You were
Right.
the babyface referee, and I just like that. That it was a not just the wrestlers. It was actually beef with the referees as well too, because they're coming into your guys' locker room,
Right.
your home,
Right.
and you had to defend it. And then we're doing things your way.
Yeah. But, the referees they got now, I call them rookies. They're learning. But you take Nick Patrick, Mike Chioda, Cruel Masoon.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we got referees that's way before me that should be in a Hall of Fame.
Yes. Yes.
So if you're gonna put a
Celebrity.
celebrity in there, then why not put a referee in there?
Yes.
I agree.
I mean, we work just as hard as they do.
Yes.
We don't take as quite as many bumps, but I've taken a hell of a lot of
Man,
bumps.
you guys are part of the show.
So-
now.
Yeah, you guys
travel. You guys work for the
literal
company.
parts of the storyline. For example, WrestleMania, where you made it was WrestleMania, right? No, SummerSlam. I'm totally blanking out right now. Where you made your debut as the Evil Twin,
That's the twin deal.
the Twin deal. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
that's where you made your debut. So that was like an actual storyline that you were involved in, as opposed to just being a referee. I feel like that deserves its own spot in the Hall of Fame.
Well, let me tell you what. That was one of the best kept secrets ever. They didn't get out, and it shocked the world when it happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think there's been anything other than the Montreal Screwjob has been any better
Yeah.
or more exciting.
True. Well, that's the other thing, is that kayfabe nowadays is dead, essentially.
Kayfabe is like every McDonald's. It's out.
Everybody had it.
It's like going to McDonald's and getting a burger. You know what you're getting.
Yep.
Kayfabe is long gone.
Yeah.
Exactly. I know we saw online, because that's where we're triggered wrestling, because regardless of what anybody's point of view of wrestling, there's always going to be somebody that gets upset, triggered by anything. So, Dominic Mysterio got married, his video's out there, and everybody's just like, oh, what happened to mommy? Where's mommy? So, to me, I'm just like, come on, kayfabe's dead now. Just let everybody knows wrestlers' lives now.
Yeah. I mean, that's their personal business.
Yeah.
Nobody has to know what they're doing or where they're going or nothing.
Or even get upset as that they have their own personal life now. Like,
Right. If you're interested in them, you know you have to want to know what you're doing. Buy a damn ticket and come to the show. You
Exactly.
can see them, right?
Yeah.
When the show's over, it's over.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Go home with your family and let us go do our thing.
Exactly. That's why I should buy his book, because it has a lot of good information.
Oh my God, that book is no BS. It took me about 5 years to finally get that book together, and it is nothing but the truth. So help me God. And there's no bullshit stories to it. It's the real deal.
So the real deal. So I'm gonna put you on the spot right now. So
I've been on the spot all my
on the
life.
spot. Oh, perfect. Okay, so he's born ready for this. So, is there anybody? So, do you first question? Do you watch wrestling currently?
No.
No. Okay. Actually, let me change this question now. You were part of The Rock versus Stone Cold Steve Austin, WrestleMania 17. The Rock is now back.
LA, California.
Yeah.
Yep. The Rock is now back going against Cody Rhodes. Do you think that The Rock coming back will ever be as good as a moment as Stone
Attitude
Cold,
Era?
as the Attitude Era?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I would put them. Rock's a big movie fan,
yeah.
celebrity. Stone Cold is still Stone Cold,
Yeah.
and you got two different elevations there, but you got two. So I
Exactly.
can't pick one or the other to be better than the other.
Yeah.
Of course.
Only thing I will say, I miss drinking the beer with Austin. I do miss that.
Hey, make it happen. Make it happen, Steve. Make it happen.
I mean, hey, if they have a return match, maybe I can. Maybe I can do that match and celebrate with Steve. I'll celebrate with The Rock.
Perfect. Well, thank you very much for taking the time.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah. And where can people find your book? Like,
think you get it on Amazon, or you can look on Facebook. I got a address on there where you can get it, and I'll autograph it for you and mail it right to you.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for.
Oh, and I got action figures too. Yeah, brand new action figures just come out.
I'll post them somewhere down here.
and they're awesome.
All right. Well, thank you very much for taking time. Listen, follow, subscribe. Earl Hebner. Say to our viewers. Stay triggered.
Stay triggered.
Thanks,
You never win Earl. You never know when Earl is pulling it. So stay triggered. Hey, Manny, you should have kicked out at 2, brother. Nobody's fault but yours.